This is Kevin Purcell, and today I'm literally behind the pulpit. Today, since I'm up here literally behind my pulpit, and I wanted to talk to you about the iPhone 11, what is that called? iPhone 11 Pro Max. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Speaking of mouthfuls, I kind of burned the roof of my tongue eating something. So here's the thing. I really like the iPhone. One of the things I love is the screen. It's nice and bright. It's easy to read from. For example, if I pull up my Bible app here, it's just really simple to see. It's really easy to see. Text is very sharp, very crisp. You know, iOS 13 now has the dark mode. I don't know if you can see that or not, how easy it is for you, but it looks really nice. It's easy to read. So I can pull up a Bible app. I have a number of them. This is the Olive Tree app. I've got Logos on here. So if I'm just reading a little bit of scripture, maybe I'm sitting in my car, want to get a little bit of Bible reading in while I'm waiting to pick somebody up, my wife at the grocery store or whatever, something like that. The screen's a big plus. And I like the Pro Max because of the large size on the screen. I'm also a big man, got big hands, and so the size is a real benefit. In addition to the screen size and the quality of the screen, which by the way is great for more than just reading on it, it's really good for watching some video as well.
Please. Dad, don't put this in the vlog, I'm just checking my teeth.
You should check that out. That's one of my former videos. But I really like it for, of course, watching video as well. And that is a little bit more of a battery hog than reading the Bible on a black and white screen, on the night mode screen. But the cool thing is, here it is. It's about after 1 o'clock, almost 1 o'clock. And I don't know if you can tell there, but I've got 85% battery life. And so the battery life on this is significantly better than the older iPhones. And that's something I also really enjoy. That will get you through a full day. Sometimes in the evening, if you've been working hard on your phone, using it all day long, you might have to charge it around supper time, maybe a little bit later. But let's say you didn't have time to do that. It's 8 or 9 o'clock and suddenly you get a phone call. You have to rush to the hospital to visit one of your church members. This thing is going to result in another few hours of battery life. So if you have to stay there till after midnight, you're probably still good to go. So I like to use my iPhone primarily, as an internet device, but, it's my computer in my pocket. But it's also my camera. It's one of the things that I love most about the iPhone 11 Pro Max is, of course, the great camera. It's got these 3 lenses now. It's got a wide angle, which is pretty great. It's got a regular camera. On the phone, it is labeled as 1x, and then it's got a telephoto zoom camera, which is a 2x camera. It's always had those last two, but it's that wide angle lens that really adds a lot to it. You can get much better shots with it now. And I love to record stuff on my camera, going to church events, taking pictures, posting it to our church Instagram and Facebook, our Twitter account, places like that. And the photos just look brilliant. They're amazing. Are they a lot better than last year's model? Maybe not a lot, but the camera is the main reason I upgraded, because I love a good camera. And, it's kind of replaced a lot of my other cameras. I don't even carry my Canon around much anymore. It's more of a point and shoot. And so I use this almost exclusively now. the new camera app in iOS 13 on the iPhone 11 Max, Pro Max, iPhone 11 Pro Max. It's interesting because when you're in photo mode, you know, just shooting photos, but you see something you want to record video of, you just hold it down and it starts to record video. But what if you decide, you know, I just want to keep shooting video? So just drag it either up to the top, or if you're doing it in portrait mode, to the right, and it'll keep recording like that. You can still take shots. For the burst mode, you just press and move this way, and that just fired off about 12-15 shots, something like that. You know, it's funny, I was looking at an ad on Instagram. Why do they suck me in all the time? Anyway, this was supposedly for 3 days at a retreat if you'll just listen to their pitch about whatever it was they were selling. I honestly don't know. They didn't talk about what they were selling. They were just talking about the three nights at their resort. But in the comments, one of the people said, that's typical preachers, getting free stuff all the time. They make tons of money. They live off of the plate donations, and you know, they don't really have anything to do. This is a person who clearly didn't understand the life of a pastor. So I know, here's the thing, you don't have a lot of money, and so running out and buying a new phone every year is not a good idea. Just don't do it. So if you've got the iPhone X or XS, you know, that's the 10 or 10S that Apple put out the last couple of years. If you got an iPhone 8, you know, you just got it last year, you know, don't upgrade. It's not worth it. But for those of you who are on older phones, maybe a 6, even a 7, something even older, or maybe you're on a garbage Android phone that, you know, you just think, I'd kind of like to jump over to the iPhone market. Look, this isn't an iPhone versus Android phone argument. I love Android. It's great. It's wonderful. Just bought my son a Note 10, you know, so don't worry about it. But if you really want an iPhone and you've got a really old phone and you want a new phone, this is a pretty good option. So let me know, what kind of phone do you use and how has it helped you in your ministry? It'd be great to see some wonderful ideas down in the comments below. You could really help out maybe other pastors or preachers, ministers who are using their iPhone in unique and interesting ways in their ministry. That's just these are just some of the ways that I like to use it, and why I'm kind of pleased that I've got the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So you let me know, and if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, hit the like button. Also, if you can, just subscribe. That would be a real big help to me. If you're into that sort of thing, hit that bell button, you know, that tells you every time I upload. And that'd be cool too. And of course, definitely leave some comments and share it with some other people. But this has been Kevin Purcell, and I am behind the pulpit. See ya. So right now, quit saying so. You say so all the time. Every single time you turn on a camera, you say so. Quit saying so. Stop saying so, Kevin. So you're gonna have to stop saying so.